Hey, what's up, everyone? I've been poking through the patch notes and the expansion details so you don't have to, and put together a relaxed walkthrough of everything that changed with the War Sails update. That massive drop rolled out as update 1.026, and why you might care whether you're commanding a castle garrison, leading a raiding party, or planning to captain your first ship. First off, the headline is obvious. Bannerlord finally gets proper naval gameplay and an entire expansion built around it. This isn't a tacked on minigame, it's a broad set of systems that reach into the campaign map, unit roster, economy, and combat. Ships now have physics oriented behaviors wind, currents, draft, which means buying a heavy warship isn't just expensive, it's a commitment that changes how you move, fight, and even siege coastal settlements. Boarding actions, ramming, and environmental effects like storms are part of the package. So, the moment you spot a sail on the horizon, you have to think tactically about positioning, crew composition, and whether you want to try to take a ship intact or sink it and salvage what you can. Alongside the naval toys, the expansion brings a new faction rooted in northern seafaring culture. Think big axes, close quarters brawling, and ships that fit the style. The map has been stretched and adjusted in places to make waterways and coastal sieges meaningful. Rivers are wider in some regions, bridges and towns have been repositioned, and there's a renewed focus on sea-based trade and blockades. What that means for your playstyle is simple. A lord who ignores the coast can wake up one season to find their breadbasket under blockade or their port taken by a rival fleet. Conversely, players willing to invest in shipyards and fleets can control trade routes and make serious money, and also bring naval pressure to landlocked conflicts in surprising ways. Combat changes don't stop at the shore. The base game received a sweeping set of tweaks and new systems that the devs bundled into the patch that accompanies War Sails. Diplomacy saw a rework so alliances, trade deals, and parley options feel more meaningful in campaign strategy. There's also a refreshed stealth disguise system for players who want to sneak into towns or pull cons. AI behavior for armies and parties has been improved, which shows up as smarter pathing, more plausible responses to sieges and ambushes, and overall fewer moments where the AI does the stupid thing you only ever see in patch, patch notes. And yes, there are hundreds of balance adjustments across weapons, troops, and cavalry to try and keep the combat feeling tight both on foot and at sea. The patch itself is enormous in scale. Outlets are talking about an update that reads like a small novel, with feature additions, bug fixes, and content spanning thousands of words. That level of changing's a couple of practical realities. Older saves and mods may not behave the same way after the update. The modding system has also had some changes and splitting of systems into smaller modular pieces, which some modders have warned can increase compatibility work after a big release. Take those notes as a heads up rather than a doom prophecy. Just make backups and be ready for a brief period where your favorite modded playthrough might need a patch or two. There are also campaign-focused additions that deserve a quick mention because they alter the rhythm of long-term play. Random events have been expanded, deserters now factor into army cohesion, and there's a new fast mode for dynastic progression if you want quicker generational changes without manually fast-forwarding every decision. Warehouses and settlement projects have new options and improved UI affordances meant to make managing multiple holdings less fiddly. Small things here translate into much less micromanagement over the long haul, which is a welcome change if you're running a sprawling kingdom. On the naval economy side, acquiring top-tier warships is designed to be a significant investment. Early commentary mentions large price tags for the most powerful hulls and an associated crew and maintenance cost that prevents fleets from being spammed without consequence. That ties into the new strategic layer where blockades and coastal sieges matter. If you control the seas, you can choke an opponent, but maintaining that control requires funds, logistics, and careful use of your captains and crew. The combat loop of ship-to-ship engagement, weather affecting maneuverability, ramming to cripple hulls, and boarding to take prizes, gives a satisfying mix of tactical naval play and the visceral close quarters feel Bannerlord is known for on land. Visual and audio polish also got attention in this update. new particle effects for rigging and fires during naval battles, improved sound design for waves and creaking hulls, and updated animations for boarding combats make naval fights feel dramatic.